And action. What's up, you guys? This is Miss QT Style. Hey, my QTs and my GQs. Welcome back to another production. This production is, as you can tell from the title, my first story time. I'm going to start doing story times too. Been wanting to do them a while, but I feel like some of my stories are boring. But I'm going to do this one as a story time. So I have my wine here with my girl's night glass, but it's not wine I'm drinking. It is Sprite. I just came from Chuck E. Cheese with my grandbaby and stuff, so I wanted to get this video out while I'm still dressed. Me, him, his mom, and my mother. But anyway, I got my popcorn. Basically, I'm stunting on this video. That's why I'm saying it. But no popcorn in here because I'm not hungry. I just ate pizza and salad. But when I'm doing my story times or whatever, you'll see me with a popcorn. Yes. So we're going to pretend. And here is my popcorn right here. But so we'll just sit it there. Okay. So, but I do have real drink, Sprite in my cup. So anyway, this story time happened. If you guys watched my last vlog when I went to Walmart. Okay. Now I was hesitant about doing this because I don't want people always assume stuff and feel people shouldn't have did this or, oh, she's being desperate, but it wasn't even like that. So let me tell you guys the story. Me and my daughter, we were checking out or we were going to the line in Walmart. And the way with the Walmart is you couldn't really tell which line was which, like who was in this line, who was in that line. So my daughter walked up and it was this guy, well, a person was checking out, then it was just this black guy, and then he had two more people behind him. And my daughter was like, where's the line? Is this the line? Or how many lines is it? And he answered, he said, 2 lines. That's one and that's one. My daughter said, okay, thank you. So we went to, so this is him. We went to the other line. So we kind of like was behind side him. So I'm tending to my grandbaby or whatever, or looking for my money. And my daughter was like, Mama, she's whispering, but I don't want to whisper too low because I want y'all to hear me. But she was like, Mama, look, look. And I looked at her. And by the time she can tell me what to look at, he was ear hustling. The black guy that was in the other line who told us it was 2 lines, he was ear hustling. And he was like, yeah, when you work hard, you get a lot of this. So basically, what he was doing was flashing this thick wad of money with, like, you know, in a bank where they have the thick wad and they still have the paper thing wrapped around it. He had that. He was pulling out to pay for his stuff. Then he said, that ain't all. And then he pulled another one out and showed the same big, I mean, y'all, I'm not exaggerating, big wad. And on top was hundreds. So I'm assuming in the middle was hundreds or 50s. Who knows? It might have been ones. But anyway, it was a thick wad. We know he counted some hundreds off the top because he was buying a big screen TV. That's when I noticed. So basically, my daughter was trying to show me that this man is pulling out all this money because she knows I always tell her when you have a stack of money, which we never had no stack like that, but when you have a lot of money, get kind of separated, don't ever pull that out in the store because people, you know, can see it and can rob you. You're setting yourself up. So that's why she was saying it. So, okay, he checked out. And we were checking out kind of sort of like at the same time. So he checked out first and he slowly walked on. And we were at the register farthest from the door. So he had to walk to the door. And then we checked out and we started walking. Okay, so he looking back kind of like, you know, at us and stuff. I was like, is he trying to get my attention? That's why he was pulling out that money. But anyway, we, you know, me and my daughter still was talking about it. I was like, wow, I wonder, we was trying to figure out, I wonder where he got that money from. But anyway, so I don't make this a long story. So we go out of Walmart and we happen to be parked on the same aisle that he was parked on. But he was parked in the front, pretty much in front of Walmart, on the aisle in front of Walmart. He was parked and he was getting into a yellow Mustang when we got out there. So, of course, we're passing. This is him in his car, my hand right here. We're passing and I just waved, you know, bye, because he was all looking and stuff. And he waved and then I went on. My car was this way, my truck was this way. Me and my daughter still was talking about it, but, you know, getting in the car, going about our business. So all of a sudden we see, this is us in our car, we see the yellow Mustang, his Mustang, come past us, like on the aisle in front of us, and park in our view so we can see them. And they just park. So basically, y'all, he was trying to get, I mean, hey, let's be real. Because what did he move that car for and come over there? He was trying to get my attention. My daughter was like, I dare you to go. She challenged me. She was like, Ma, you should have flirted with him. I say, girl, I don't be doing that. That don't excite me, that money. I say, because it's kind of stupid. And then I wonder where he got it from. I'm thinking drugs, but then I'm like, it wouldn't have been stacked like that. Or maybe he came into a lawsuit, some money, or it could have been maybe he got that much in income tax. But he said, working hard to get it. So I just started thinking of things, and I tried not to think negative because the man it might be from work. He may own a business. I don't know. Man might just have it like that. Might have sold a business or something. So my daughter said, Mom, you should have flirted with him. Because I don't be flirting with nobody, y'all. Half of the time when they be trying to talk to me, I give them an attitude because they're just so full of bullshit. So I'd just rather stay, single than to be dealing with bullshit because I'm not one to go for the okie doke. Anyway, I'm about to make this video something else. Anyway, so he parked over there. So I said, you know what? I'm going over there. So she kind of challenged me to do that. So I pulled up. And you know what, you guys? I don't know if to tell you guys the story or show you guys because I do have a clip of it because my daughter was low-key taping it because remember we were vlogging in Walmart. But pretty much I can tell you guys what I said. I said, so who you spending all that money on or something like that I said. And, we talked. He asked me for my phone number. I did give it to him. I don't have no problem giving guys my numbers because I have 2 phones. And one of the number that I gave him is my business number. It's all on the internet, so anybody can get it. But I said, so put it in your phone. Because he writing it on a paper. He's like, I got a new phone. And I don't, pretty much he don't know how to work it. And, he going to put it in there. Which to me, I thought that was bullshit. But then I feel like, okay, sometimes, Trey, it could be true. Because guess what? I have 2 phones. And my second number, I don't know the damn phone number either. If I would have had to give him that number, I would have had to search and look. I don't know the number because I don't call myself and it's a new number, so I don't know it. And I don't know how to work all of it. I have a Galaxy something. I don't even know the type of phone I got. And an iPhone 6 plus something. The latest phone. That's the one I don't know the new number on. So I said, okay, let me, it could be possible. Then I asked him, did I ask him for his number? See, I was trying him. I didn't really care whether he gave me the number or not because I wasn't going to ask him for his number and I wasn't just going to give mine. He asked. But that was my way of seeing if he would give it to me if he had a girlfriend or if he was lying. He said he didn't have a girlfriend. Lying. He lying. But anyway, it was more of a funny thing. It wasn't like I really was trying to per se get with him because off the bat, only thing about him that was my type is the bald head. Other than that, he was in work clothes, I think, so I would have to see him dressed. But anyway, I'm getting off to something else. Basically, he wanted my attention because when we pulled up to him, when he came in front of the car, he was sitting in his car eating a banana. And my daughter was like, well, why you just didn't stay in his first spot over there eating a banana? Because he came in front of our car on the second out. He wanted me to see him, wanted to see probably if I would pass there or if I would say something. So I called this bluff, and I did. It was actually really funny. But like I said, whether he calls or not, or it don't really matter to me because I told my daughter, I said, now, number one, something he was already doing stupid to me. And if he had to be any man of mine, why is he flashing that money like that? He can get himself killed, which the way I told my daughter, I said, I bet you he packing. I bet you he had a gun too. He didn't look like no thug, but I can't see him being that stupid. You flashing money, that type of money too. And then gonna show us the other wide. When my daughter was talking about that one time, that ain't all it is. People and guys like that's a turn off to me. Cause to me, that's stupid. And I wouldn't want my man doing that. But like I said, it was just a little fun thing. And it was a challenge because she challenged me. And she said she would never do that. She would be too scared. I said, I'm not scared. But if he was another type of guy, I probably wouldn't have. I can tell that he was either one from the South or 2, his mom who raised him was from the South. I could just tell from his look and from his personality. But if he was Southern California grown and that swag that they have, the swag, I'm not saying there's a swag that when I say swag, I don't, whatever. Anyway, if he was a Cali guy, I would never walked up to him because they don't. I already know what type of dudes, they be trying to talk to women and thinking it's all about them or whatever. But he had that Southern swag that I do like, and that's what made me say something to him. And plus, I wanted to tell him, and I think in the video or the clip, you guys will see that I wanted to tell him that wasn't impressive to me that he was pulling out that wad of money. He was doing it, now that I think back, he was pulling out that money to get my attention in the store, but I didn't see him. My daughter saw him because I was too busy digging for my little change. Shit, I wish I had that stack like he had, though. But that's not a way to really get my attention or to impress me. That's not, to me, that's not even cool. That's, other girls would have been like, oh yeah, let me get with this. They would have been like, trying to probably go home with the dude at the moment. I mean, y'all, 2 big stacks. But to me, that's like stupid. Stacks. 2 of them. Okay? But anyway, he got my little attention and I thought it was funny. And I enjoy doing it because I challenge myself, because I barely ever even say anything to guys. I don't never really flirt or anything like that no more. I'm just, I'm all about just shopping in the store and going about my business. I be seeing a bunch of them looking, peeping, wanting to talk. Seems like guys talk to you more when you're not looking decent, even though I was looking really cute, if you guys see that video that day. But I usually don't do that type of stuff. So it was just funny. And it was funny how he was doing the same, moving his car. Man, get your ass in your yellow Mustang and go, what do you come and park in front of us for? All that's trying to get my attention. The money didn't get my attention in the store like that. And I didn't say nothing. He heard my daughter saying, Mom, look. And he had to be ear hustling because my daughter was really low. I didn't even hear her at first. So his ears was probably yang-yanging like a little, you know how the dogs be, especially the little chihuahuas, their ears are good. He must have been listening to my daughter saying that to see if the money that he's trying to flash is getting my attention. But anyway, y'all, look at the clip. It was fun. Don't take it so serious like, oh, she want that dude to put her, she wanted to bag it for that number. Like I said, he got a girlfriend, and that's why I called our wife. That's why I know that he wasn't going to give me that number, because he got a woman. Now, that other phone or that new phone he had, he probably don't know the number. Because like I said, I need to really write down my damn other phone number. And this number, our house phone we just got, I don't know the number. It's sad, but I don't. And when I call my cell phone, it's private. So I got to look on the doggone Time Warner paper. So I'm not going to say he's lying about that. And he did show me the phone in the box. So I don't know what kind of money he came into. He buying big screen TV, new phones and stuff. So, but it was just funny. I ain't lost it. People who know me, I haven't lost it. I still got it. I'm bold. When I say still got it, I'm bold enough to, approach certain dudes and in a respectful way. I just wanted to know, so who you spending all this money on? Shit, because you could come spend it on me. Okay. But anyway, that's my story time, you guys. Like I said, I got my fake popcorn. That is it. Please subscribe. Thumbs up if you want more story times. I have a lot more. I don't know if it's story times you guys want to hear, because most of my story times will be about me about to get into it. Like,
that's too funny.
So who you got to spend all that money on? Since you flashing it and showing more. Why? You're too smart. What does that mean? You're too smart for all that. I'm Trey Nidra. Why you ain't meeting the right person? Mm-hmm. Jesus. My daughter was like, look. She was saying, because I always tell her, don't be pulling out no, money, her little chain. And she was like, look what he got. Put it in your phone. What is?
I'm gonna put it in there in a minute. I got a new phone. I got everything.
310 242 1380. Trey. You can just say Trey.
Okay, I'm Ricky. Okay.
Ricky.
I'm gonna call you I'll call you today though.
Okay, what's yours? You giving numbers or you can't?
Yeah, no, I called and give it to you. I got a new phone. I gotta get out the box, all that.
So you don't know that number on your phone in case you lose that paper. Then you driving what I like too. I had a blue one like that. I wrecked it, yeah.
This is the second car right here.
Yeah. This is mine too. I got a PT Poo. Oh, right there. Okay. Yeah. Trying to get in?
No, I actually my friends they put it up. I just started working on it. I forced it up.
Okay. Okay.
Where you stay at? What's over there?